My husband keep eating the meal his work wife prepared over mine. Hear me out. My husband, Jesse 31, has been bringing home meals that his female co-worker, Nellie, cook for him. Now I'm not the best cook, and Jesse's made it clear, but he still eats what I cook every day. What I noticed with Nellie was that she tends to take every opportunity to point out how weak and tasteless my cooking is. Jesse would say nothing, except steer the conversation towards something else they both relate to, while I'm sitting there wallowing in my misery thinking about what she said. Also, she once asked what was another chore I was good at, and Jesse said ironing his suits. She in response joked about having him send her a suit of his, so he could see how good she is at ironing too. I rolled my eyes hard, but at least Jesse agreed that was weird. Last week, Jesse came home with a new meal she cooked. I told him I already cooked dinner and asked what he was going to do with the meal. He told me he was going to eat it for dinner. Not gonna lie, I was getting a bit irritated, and he must have had noticed, because he said he promised Nellie he'd eat hers for dinner and that she asked him to take a pic of the empty plate later to confirm that he'd actually eaten it. I was baffled, like completely baffled at this. I told him one thing and one thing only. Told him that if he chose to eat Nellie's meal over the dinner I cooked, then this would be the last time I cook for him. He started moaning about how I was being unfair and putting him in a rough place. He stalled and didn't give a clear answer, till I saw him walk past me later when I set the table and prepared dinner, and put her meal in the microwave. I felt so awful, I almost cried. I then told him that from now on out, I won't cook for him anymore since he made his choice. I obviously pissed him off because he went off on me calling me childish and pathetic to make this about my ego. I got up from my chair and told him I owed him nothing and that he made his decision, and so did I. He snapped and said that this was ridiculous and that Nellie was just doing a nice thing for him, while as my behavior was disgraceful and disgusting. He then went into the bedroom, and I rushed after him, but he shouted,
"Leave me the f*** alone!"
Then proceeded to shut the door and hasn't been speaking to me after that. His mom knew about the argument and called begging me to be more patient and not make any decisions I might regret later. She agreed that Nellie was overstepping and firmly believes she's the problem, and so I shouldn't be hard on her son. But mother-in-law is incredibly biased, meaning in her eyes, her son is a saint who can do no wrong. So that's that. I feel like I overreacted and really messed it up when I pushed him like that. Am I the a-hole?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole, but you and your husband need to have a serious talk about boundaries in your marriage. The issue isn't the food, it is him creating a relationship with another woman and being willing to hurt you to continue that relationship. This isn't a healthy friendship, and he is not being respectful of your marriage.
And this relationship with another woman seems to be built on criticizing and undermining OP. I would never continue to spend time with someone who puts down my wife on a routine basis. Just yikes.
Not the a-hole. This is about more than just food. This is an emotional affair and a woman who tries to put you down at every turn.
Seriously, you typed this till the end, read it, and you still think you overreacted. I got bad news for you. You are being gaslight, not the a-hole. She's trying to sleep with your man and he's gonna let her. Literally nothing you can do cause he seems like an a-hole.
Oh, honey, no, this woman is crossing all kinds of boundaries and this post is riddled with red flags. Not the a-hole. Your husband is gaslighting you hard. You don't deserve to be treated this way, and if he's unwilling to hear your side, something is definitely up and you need to get out.
You should ask her to cook for you as well. Why is she excluding you from good food? Share your blessings.